Hello and welcome to this week's Index Meets. My name is Katie and I look after the Index events across the Middle East. I'm really excited because this week we've got with us Srdjan Vidakovic. He is a healthcare interior designer and working for TAPI. Srdjan has been working in the region for around 6 years and currently he is working on projects across Oman, Bahrain, UAE, Qatar, and Malta as well. So thanks, Srdjan, so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Katie, for inviting me.
It's great to speak with you. So let's kick off. How did you become a healthcare interior designer?
So yeah, that's actually a good question. You see, before I used to be a hospitality interior designer, so I just wanted to try myself into healthcare. I decided that it's quite interesting, it's quite different, and basically it allowed me to use my my hospitality knowledge to implement here into designing a hospital because, in the Middle East overall, hospitals are hotel look-alike, definitely. So yeah, I think it was quite a challenge for me to do this, and yeah, I really love my job.
Great. Okay, so what's the most challenging project that you've worked on, and what was the results of that?
Yeah, so basically, right now it's under construction. It's a state-of-the-art hospital in Qatar. And basically, the challenge was that the client really wanted a hotel look like a hospital, which was really difficult to achieve, considering the limitations with materials and all the different facts that we have to use there. And of course, we need to implement the healthcare facility guidelines as well to follow them. So I would say it's a bit challenging. I mean, the big idea is to create a more comfortable home-like feeling and a sense of hope and confidence among the patients and visitors by creating living room and home spaces into healthcare settings. So, designers and especially here in the Middle East, we need to transform the view of healthcare spaces into, I would say, more sophisticated environments that can engage patients into a consciousness process of inner healing and mental peace. So, I'm trying to use the vibrant colors for the intervals and to give a more of a natural look to the rooms by designing more windows to help get natural sunlight, allocating spaces for interior gardens with a blend of innovation and skill.
Wow. So there seems to be a lot of things that you need to consider when designing a healthcare facility. So I imagine must be a real challenge to try and find materials that are fit the requirements for healthcare, but also give the feeling of a luxury hotel.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I definitely think that, interior design for healthcare is something that, it's more and more common nowadays because, definitely hospital should be inviting. So, we are always scared going to the doctors, and we should at least through the interior design try to achieve something different. And I know it's difficult, but still we need to do that. We need to give our best to provide, besides the services, an amazing interior design experience as well.
Absolutely. Okay, so moving on to a question about you.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your favorite piece of furniture in your home?
Yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna talk about back at home because over there I do the perfectly interior design. So it's an armchair. You see, I tend to sit more on the armchairs to use them and instead of the sofa. So I would say it's armchair / lounger. Yeah. So that's kind of my thing.
Great. So nice, relaxing, reclining on your armchair.
Exactly. Especially nowadays, I would say that living room, in fact, is something that, I spend most time in when I'm at
Mm.
home. So definitely, I am sort of an armchair person. As long as I'm not on the sofa, I tend to sleep. Definitely, become easily. Yeah, becomes
Yeah, it sounds how
easily.
busy. You're so busy that you sounds like you need to.
You know what? Now, the thing is, I actually like to keep myself busy because, it keeps me going. As soon as I sit down, I definitely need a relaxing time, which I love it. But as well, during the weekdays, I don't have much of time because of all the uh, work issues I have. And of course, I tend to work a lot. So, I mean, to achieve all these magnificent projects, I need to keep myself awake.
What inspires you?
Yeah, definitely traveling. I was lucky to get the opportunity to travel across more than 60 countries. And I would say that the travel can enrich your mind, heart, and of course, your projects and ideas. If you're able to translate the colors and patterns you see abroad into a different setting.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I'm quite inspired by traveling.
What's a favorite country you've been to and why?
Yeah, Bhutan.
Okay.
So I would say that's something different in a way that when I went there, I got to experience completely new world. The people live there like I would say using less of a technology. You would be able to experience true local life like they used to live hundreds years ago because they still tend to keep that up. And I would say that, definitely something that I love about it is that although it's not quite I would say, most visited country in the world, they definitely have a lot to offer. And, as for the architecture, they tend to build the buildings that used to look like they are built ages ago. They try to preserve the architecture itself. Then more than 70% of the forest needs to be covered in woods, means that they are trying to be eco-friendly, and it's a smoke-free country. So this is the only country in the world where the cigarettes are banned. Yeah, and I mean they achieved a lot, I would say, and I love it. I mean the people, the way they live, and everything. Everything as an experience was quite amazing. And of course, it was a challenge to reach the country itself.
Mhm. So, where's the next country on your list to travel to?
Yeah. The next country, actually, I thought a lot about it, but I would say recently I came back from South America, so I still want to pick it up over there. I want to visit Brazil and Colombia.
Brazil and Colombia. So, what's the most inspirational or motivational thing that anyone has ever asked you or said to you?
Yeah. When I was doing my bachelor's degree, one of my professors who was teaching the interior design styles, she wrote a recommendation letter for my master's degree studies. And I was like super emotional, and I couldn't believe how can one letter inspire me and shape me as a designer I am today, actually. So a lot of nice words. I cannot just say one. But yeah, I mean, definitely very, very inspiring, I would say.
Brilliant. Okay, so if who would be your three dinner party guests? Who would be your top three ideal dinner party guests? They can be fictional, alive, dead, anyone.
Yeah, definitely one of the greatest architects, Zaha Hadid.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm amazed by the work she did in her career. Then I would say Karim Rashid, a really amazing designer as well, and the Iron Man.
Why? Why Iron Man?
Well, you know, I think I would learn a lot from him, especially during the dinner. He is basically self-made and self-dependent. He shows that, what true hero is. And he takes the blame and responsibility for everything that goes wrong. He's willing to sacrifice himself to save others. And I mean, he lives to love. He values are straight. So basically, I think many things that I could basically pick up from him. So yeah.
Brilliant. And what would you cook for them?
That's amazing. I'm basically a Peruvian cuisine lover. So I would pick up from there. It's something different, not that easily accessible. Yeah. I love it. We are lucky to have a really amazing restaurant, Koya, in Dubai here, and they do serve Peruvian food. I've been to Peru as well. I love it, and it's a lot of, I would say, natural ingredients kind of cuisine. They use a lot of quinoa and a lot of veggies. I'm a veggie lover, so definitely for me that's kind of thing. And of course as well meat. Yeah, I'm a meat lover as well. So yeah, I would say that.
Sounds delicious. I'm sure everyone would love that. Okay, so my final question, which I ask everyone, what does interior design mean to you?
Yeah, to me, design is about creating distinction, innovation, and pushing the boundaries. I'm not going to say that I do that all the time during every single project, but I would say it's a basis, right? And I've grown to realize that good design brings people into its arms and envelops them in a story. So I would say that while I was growing up, I always been fascinated by structures and how buildings look both externally and internally. And I came across interior design, which have caught my eye, and I knew that it was the right career path I wanted to take. I was very passionate about how can I utilize the available space. So yeah, that's sort of my answer for that question.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Well, thank you so much, Srdjan, for joining us today for Index Meets. Really interesting, really inspiring, and yeah, looking forward to go and eat some Peruvian food now.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. That definitely amazing kind of food.
Take care. Speak to you soon.
Thank you. Good to meet you. Bye bye.